we actually Matthew chapter 6 verse 7 actually brought us here. So our topic for today is repetition of words. So when we pray, this has to do with the aspect of prayer. This also go across um deep Christians or Christians that sin doesn't like, those that have tight relationship with God, and also those that are trying to have relationship with God. This is a repetition of words is something that shouldn't be part of us as a Christian. Even Christ made us understand that it is the words of the 18, the way of the 18 that think God will hear them by the repetition. But trust me, God is not that's not how God works. But before we're going to go over and start talking about it, let's take a look at Matthew. If you have a Bible, or you can just quickly rush in and open the verse with us. Matthew chapter 6 verses 7. Let's say Matthew 6 verses 7. It says, but when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Chapter 7 is just telling us that, okay, repetition of words is not supposed to be part of our lifestyle as a Christian, or as a one trying to build a relationship with God. Repetition of words, like in a matter of what are repetition of words, like trying to say this, like saying the same thing over and over again, like in the case of maybe you're praying for prosperity, and then you'll be like, prosperity follow me, prosperity follow me, prosperity follow me, this kind of stuff. You just, it feels like you're just, it's a word of the 18. Those are, that is how the 18 they pray. They think that that's how God will hear them more when they repeat words. But when you look through verses 8, we're taking Matthew verse chapter 6 verse 7. So when you look through verse 8, you will understand why the reason Christ said that we shouldn't use a repetition word. Okay, let's read through Matthew chapter 8. Let's see. Matthew chapter 8, it says, be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of, before ye ask him. Okay, let me read that. It said, chapter 8 say, be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye need of, before ye ask him. So this is the reason why we shouldn't go ahead and be using repetition of God, because the father you're talking to is not like humans. It's not like we humans that don't used to hear word. When you say one thing, they don't hear. That's why God is seeing like everything, because if they tell you something, just God is, his own, our relationship with God should be extremely cool, to the point that we understand God and how things are supposed to be. No one can fully understand God, but when you have the chance, the relationship, the heart to follow God, He is going to open your eyes to things and things that you're supposed to know, that you don't even know, but it's going to open your eyes to it. So things like you making a repetition word, Christ said, Matthew chapter 6, Christ was actually the one talking to us. He said we shouldn't use this word. It's because it's our Father which is in heaven. He already know what we need. It's just for us to say the word. When you talk about God, he doesn't, things like repetition of word doesn't go with him, but he can, I swear, warn a person more than one times. It can give a warning to a person, like try to inform a person, this, like, or it can be patient enough to inform one person. But in aspect of you repeating the same words at the same time over and over again, that's what doesn't go through. If you are a Christian, or if you're someone trying to build your relationship with God, you need to have this aspect. You need to put this at the back of your, no, not at the back of your mind, but at the front of your mind, so you won't even forget why in place of prayer. Because he said, do not, because these things is mostly like it's common with Christians. You hear some churches praying the same thing over and over, die by fire, die by fire. Like they think that's how they're going to hear them, like God's going to hear them. But no, just a word and you believe in your heart, then forget every other thing. Your prayer are answered. You don't see a response, you don't see a way out now, doesn't mean that God is not working. Probably just it's just a way that your faith should be tested, to see how far or how good you can go with God, and how patient you can be. So if we are going into the place of prayer, let's put this in mind. Repetition of words is something that is not um that doesn't go well with the things of God. He hears you already. If you want to do like, if you want to sing or do anything, okay, but me, the fact of repeating one word over and over again, that should stop, because we have seen, just like Matthew has said it, that he pointed to us, it is not a good thing. That is not how God is going to hear you. You can't just be saying the same thing. Like, I don't even want to say the same thing over and over again, because it's really irritating. You telling me, like, you tell me something one and I tell you, okay, I'm going to do it, or I didn't respond, you tell me again. I know, I understand, we Christian, I mean, we humans want to get confirmation to what we talk about, what we need. But things of God are far different. That's why when you have a relationship with God, you are far away from being in the role of a mere human. Your things are supposed to be different. So if we are going into the place of prayer, let's keep this in mind, so that we won't be praying and our prayer is not just passing through, the roof. So you say repetition of words is not a sin, but it is not a good thing, because, okay, if it's not a good thing, it should be a sin. Okay, so he said, if we repeat words, our Father, that's not our Father in heaven, is going to answer us. He knows what we need. He knows everything already. He knows what we need before we even say it, before we even ask. It's just for you to say it and stop the repetition. So I'll leave us with that for today, and we'll pray we have a great week, and whatever we do try this week, let's remember to have God in mind, abide in the things of God and not in the things of the world. And trust me, God is always going to strengthen our heart, strengthen you, because He said He renews our strength. Those that are faithful to Him, He renews their strength. I pray God bless us and stay safe.